All right, guys, now that you know how to log into Edmentum, let's take a look at the course itself. First, if you haven't watched the student orientation video for another course, please do that. I think in your social studies courses, though, you're required to watch a student orientation video. You don't have to do it for multiple courses because I believe most of the components are the same. Each week, I will unlock a unit for you to complete. The first one, week 1, is for gravity, week 2 is forms of energy, so forth. But you'll notice how they're locked. Your grades will come from completing the tutorial for the unit and the mastery test. Now, the mastery test is a 10-question test, and you'll have 3 attempts to take it, and I will take the highest of your 3 attempts. So if you make an 80 on the first try, a 90 on the second try, and 100 on the third, I'll take the highest of those 3. Let's take a look at the components that make up the tutorial. All right, the tutorial, you can see it's substantial, 37 slides. So my expectation is that you spend at least 45 minutes working through the tutorial each week. I can see how much time you've spent on it, and it's unrealistic to think that you can finish the learning activities in here in 10 minutes or something. There's a table of contents. Let's explore this left-hand bar here. This lets you know the different parts of the tutorial. These are all the parts. And as you can see, some of them have a little pencil. These penciled ones, these are actually learning activities that you can respond to, print out. So if you're trying to pace yourself, I would try each day to at least complete up to a learning activity, right? So you might do gravity, motion, force of gravity, and then this lesson activity, relating mass and gravitational force. And that might be 1 day's worth of work that takes you 10 to 15 minutes to complete. But you're welcome to work through as much of the tutorial as you wish. Let's take a look at the resources folder. There's a glossary of terms that you can use to help you out. There's a summary here that I've added of Newton's laws of motion if you need to review that. And then most importantly, there is a section of guided notes. Ideally, I would like you to print these off and keep a physical binder of the work that you're doing. I think you'll find that is easiest if you have access to a printer. If you don't have access to a printer, these are PDF editable, so you can type in them, but you won't be able to save this document if you type in it while it's in your web browser. Instead, download the document, guided notes activity, and save it. And in your little downloads here, you can open this or show it in the folder and open it. And that way you have a physical copy on your computer. With this copy, you can go ahead and edit your notes and you can physically save them onto your hard drive, okay? So ideally print them out. If not, download the guided notes and work through them as you watch the tutorial. They follow the sequence of the tutorial. They will keep you engaged with the content, and you can use those guided notes on your mastery quizzes. Okay, the next section here is a dictionary. You can look up words if you need to, and I highly suggest that you use these reading tools just to keep yourself on pace. Slide narration or click to speak. The slide narration is what I would enable. If you click on text with the click to speak, it will read that text for you. But with
acceleration due to gravity,
the narration, it will read the slides for you. Okay. You can change the voice if you don't like the voice, but my suggestion is that you keep that audio on so that as you read, you remain engaged with each slide. There's also some translation tools if you need that. You're welcome to use the translation tool to help you out with the content. And there is a calculator, which you may need for some activities. You're welcome to use that, a 4-function calculator. There's some graphing tools. I don't anticipate you will need these. And then there are also some highlighters that you can use to actually highlight text as well. All right, those are the features. I think that overall, Edmentum is going to be a good way for us to close out the year at home. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me.